Hi everyone, it's Jack from Jack's Tiling. This is another bathroom that I've waterproofed. Just want to show you what it sort of looks like. This is a bathroom with an unenclosed shower. So all I've done here is I've put a water stop here because it's going to have a single panel. And the reason for this water stop is so any water that goes through the grout and into the glue, it can't travel to this side because this is the main area where the water would land from the shower rose. You don't have to have it there, but I like to put it there, guys. When it's unenclosed, you don't have to have one there. But like I said, I like to have one. It's not against the law. I've waterproofed. When it's unenclosed also, you've got to waterproof from the shower rose 1.5 meters, which lands about here. I've gone just that touch further. Now, yes, I know you're meant to have a water stop here as well, 1.5 meters from the shower rose, but I'm gonna put the water stop exactly where the full tile lands. So that's where I'll install the water stop with an adhesive, a sealant, which is compatible with the waterproofing membrane. And yes, you can do it. It does not need to be mechanically fixed because I've waterproofed on top of the screen. You're meant to waterproof to falls, guys, not on a flat surface. So you got to have falls before applying the membrane. All right. Now, yeah, that will go in later. Now you're meant to waterproof from the floor to 1.8. Now the shower rose is higher than 1.8. So you go another 150, but I go 200. Where the shower screen is here, you're meant to waterproof 150 past it, but I go 200. Just go that bit more. So if anyone wants to say anything or complain like an inspector, you'll know he's lying. Now, even though I've got the water stop here, really, I've got another one there. So the water's not going to go past there. Now, the reason I've got this angle here and not here, he's going to have a step here with the tile, is so you put the angle in the center of the doorway, right? So that when the door is closed, you don't see the joint here and you don't see the angle. So you don't see that from outside in and you don't see from inside out when the door's closed. Right, now I've got this laser on just to show you how much fall I've got in about 2.5 to 2.8 meters. That says 424. Over here, 455, 56. That's over 1 in 12.54. So you're meant to have 12.5 millimeters fall every meter. I've got more. Now I've got these strip drains here, so you can't see where the floor waste is and look for a flange, because I've noticed on social media they just look for flanges. Where's the flange? Where's the flange? They want to pick on something, which I'm sure I'll get on this video as well. So that's why I got them there, to keep you guys curious. You're meant to seal around all penetrations. So you've got to seal around them. I've sealed all this wall. I've waterproofed here. This is where the toilet's going. I just like to waterproof there. Even though you don't have to do that much, I do. And behind the vanity. You're meant to waterproof above the vanity as well. So if the vanity landed here, the bench top, you've got to go 150 above it. But I just do the whole wall. Now with the tile set out, guys, if you watch on videos, all right, you'll see them showing you how they've got a nice tile centered to the strip drain. And then what they do, pretend you're using 600 by 600 tiles. They got to split from there to there, from there to there, and then from there to there, and from there to there. Yuck. I think that's yuck, right? The reason is they started their set out from the strip drain, and then what? They don't show you the other side of the wall. They've got a little cut here. And now if you want to line up your walls with the floor tile, you've got a little cut up here, and then you've got a large cut here, right? And then because they started here or here, whatever, how do you know? Did they show you the door cut? It could be like this. Now this is the entry, right? This is where you enter the bathroom. It's nice to see a full tile or close to full tile there. Get uniform cuts on all your walls as close as possible. Not destroy a bathroom by doing a set out from a drain. I completely disagree to that. Like in this bathroom, this whole floor falls from here to the drain. So you know the water's coming to here. You do what I think is neat. You can do a split here, right? And just fold the tile. You don't have to have a joint there. Just split it so it's more seamless, right? And then give it a little fall that way. And let's pretend that's level. When water rises there, it's going to go in there. And if water rises here, it's going to go in there regardless. And the water's going in there and going in here because you tilt it that way. Nice, neat, and simple. No need for that splitting. If you're going to do splitting like that, you might as well just go 200 by 200 tiles. But that's how I do the waterproofing in my bathroom. And it's good idea to always get the tiler to do the waterproofing. Yes, tilers are allowed to waterproof in preparation of tiling. If a tiler tells you he doesn't do it, I'd be a bit worried about him, first of all, because a tiler should be able to tile everything, right? Even there are people saying, no, you got to get a special pool tiler. There's no such thing. All right, a tiler is a tiler, right? And we're licensed to waterproof in preparation of tiling. Now, the reason why it's good to get a tiler who does the waterproofing is so if anything ever does go wrong, the tiler can't blame the waterproofer and the waterproofer can't blame the tiler. And not only that, me as a tiler, I set this angle square to the wall I want to work off. And this angle here is also square off this and off the wall that I want to work on. When you get an independent waterproofer to do it, he doesn't. He just puts them how you're going. And then everything's out of square, the cuts are out of square to it. And another good reason why it's a good idea to get a tiler to do the waterproofing, nothing against waterproofers, right? It's not like I like to waterproof all the time. But we use adhesive that's compatible with our waterproofing membrane as well. Thanks for watching, guys. Jack's Tiling.